Imagine walking into a luxury car dealership today. You buy a pristine $3 million Bugatti. You drive it home and park it safely. You sit right in the driver's seat. You plug your phone into the dashboard. You do this just to charge the battery. Beat. Then you walk away and never drive it.
That scenario sounds completely ridiculous to any rational person. But that is exactly how you are using AI right now. You open the tool to write a quick email, or maybe you summarize a long blog post, then you close the tab and go back to normal.
Yeah. Welcome to the deep dive. We are changing that limited mindset completely today. Our mission is very specific for you. We are extracting the actual operational secrets of Claude. We're going to turn it from a basic chat box into a digital team.
It really is a massive paradigm shift.
It is. And I will make a vulnerable admission right here. I still wrestle with using AI as just a fancy search engine myself. Beat. It is a strangely hard habit to break. You just want a quick and easy answer.
It really is a tough habit for everyone. Most people are stuck doing manual busy work at 5% power. We are going to help you move to 100% power today. You're going to get your free time back. You need to understand the true capacity of this tool.
Right. Let's start at the absolute foundation of any project. We need to gather really good intelligence first. This requires moving past short and lazy prompts.
Exactly. You have to treat the AI like a highly capable intern. You need to give it a very clear job description. It can search the live web in real time now, so your strategic information is always brand new and highly relevant.
So instead of a simple Google search, we go deeper. Let's say you were researching the organic skincare market in London.
You don't just ask for a basic list of brands, you ask for the top 5 biggest market players. You ask for a clean table displaying their average retail prices. You want the 3 main active ingredients they use.
You want a detailed psychological profile of their target customers. And you ask for 3 specific operational weak points for each competitor.
Yeah, you get a highly structured breakdown instantly.
It is like having someone not just find the Lego blocks of data, they actually stack them into a coherent business strategy for you.
Right, and you are looking for market gaps you can easily fill.
Beat. But how do you stop it from pulling in useless SEO spam? Like, how do we actively filter out the internet noise?
You explicitly tell it to completely ignore promotional lifestyle blogs. You instruct it to only pull from verified financial market reports. You tell it to scan direct competitor websites and legal filings.
So you use AI as a strict filter for high-value strategic data.
Precisely. You don't read 50 useless blogs to find one single fact. It reads the dense content and tells you what it actually means.
Now we have this incredibly deep research completely finished. How do we actually interact with that complex data? We need to build custom internal tools to hold the information.
This brings us directly to the Artifacts feature, a side window where the AI builds and runs code instantly. You don't need to know any programming languages at all.
Whoa. Imagine building a working interface in seconds without knowing any code. That completely breaks my mental model of traditional software development.
It really changes everything about your daily operational workflow. You just describe your software idea in normal human language. Let's say you need a staff performance score for your management team.
You just ask for text boxes to enter the staff member's name. You want a numerical box for weekly tasks finished. You ask for a customer satisfaction slider from 1 to 10.
You can even tell it to make the design modern and green. It will automatically generate a dynamic pie chart of the performance categories. It literally feels like having a senior engineering team ready at all times.
Beat. But how does it handle the underlying math for those visual charts?
It writes Python or JavaScript logic in the background. It calculates those complex totals instantly for you.
It invisibly writes the math logic so you see visual results.
Exactly. You see boring static spreadsheets turn into modern interfaces immediately.
So we have built these operational tools for internal team use. But eventually, this data has to face the general public. It has to turn into marketing copy or client emails.
Consumer trust absolutely requires a very authentic human touch. Readers instantly know when they are talking to a predictable machine.
How do we make Claude actually sound human?
This is where the voice matching technique comes into play. You can systematically teach the AI to copy your exact writing style.
You upload 5 of your past highly engaging Facebook posts. The AI deeply analyzes your personal quirks and your regional slang. It measures your average sentence length and paragraph structure.
Right. It looks at whether you use short sentences or tell winding stories. It mathematically checks if your tone is funny, serious, or highly sarcastic. Then it creates a highly detailed voice profile.
A saved formula of your specific writing style and tone. You save this profile in Notion as your secret writing formula, beat. But isn't there a huge risk here with this approach? Doesn't it just flatten your dynamic personality into a predictable caricature?
That is a very common and valid fear for serious writers. You avoid this by giving it a wide variety of emotional posts. You include times you were angry, inspired, and deeply analytical.
You feed it varied emotions to capture your true dynamic range.
Right, and then you never have to explain your style again. You just remind Claude who you are before you start drafting.
So now it thinks and speaks exactly like you do. Let's use it to challenge your actual long-term business plans. We are turning the AI into a tough business consultant.
You don't want a digital partner who just blindly agrees with you. You need someone objective to find the hidden logical holes.
I love the idea of a red team for my business plan. Let's pitch a $200,000 specialized Manhattan bakery. We ask the AI to completely destroy the plan with pure logic.
You tell it not to be nice or emotionally supportive. It will look at the massive commercial rent costs in Manhattan. It will calculate high staff expenses and the crazy local culinary competition.
It finds the exact mathematical reasons you might fail in 3 months. Beat. But AI is naturally trained to be helpful and polite. How do you get it to take the gloves off?
You explicitly instruct it to adopt a highly critical and financially conservative persona.
You force the AI to drop its polite filter and be brutal.
Yeah. It helps you see the whole commercial world much more clearly. You can even ask it to suggest a completely different, safer business model.
Strategy is really just interesting theory, without hard numbers backing it up. We need to look closely at data analysis and visualization next.
Dealing with massive spreadsheets can be a total nightmare for most of us. But now you just upload a highly complex data file. Maybe it is your messy, unformatted recent Shopify sales report.
The AI finds hidden consumer trends and weird anomalies. These are things that human analysts usually miss. You don't need to guess why your Tuesday sales suddenly dropped.
It can instantly create interactive visual charts for your important executive meetings. You can find the 3 specific customer demographic groups giving the most profit.
You can instantly spot scary drops in regional sales based on shipping location. Beat. Can it actually handle really messy data with missing cells or bad formatting?
Yes, it can infer missing values automatically. It cleans the entire dataset before running any serious analysis.
It actively cleans messy data before finding meaningful sales trends.
You really don't need to be an advanced Excel wizard anymore. You just move your mouse over the generated chart to see every tiny detail.
We are taking those analytical insights and making repeatable company tools now. We are building a small, highly efficient brain for every part of the company.
This is all about creating self-operating AI tools. You fundamentally move from asking for temporary help to building permanent logic systems.
Let's look closely at building a custom resume screener tool. You simply paste a new candidate's CV right into the tool. It systematically compares it to your specific internal job description.
It outputs a clean table with scores from 1 to 10. This evaluates their specific technical skills objectively. It also adds a short note about their specific software proficiencies and culture fit.
This completely skips the most boring, repetitive part of initial recruiting entirely. Beat. How do we stop it from just doing a dumb keyword search like older HR software?
You ask it to evaluate deep semantic experience. You want to know how their past work actually applies to your complex needs.
It matches deep conceptual experience instead of just scanning for keywords.
Exactly. You only spend your valuable time interviewing the very highest scoring people. The absolute hardest part of early stage hiring is finally over.
We are going to take a very quick break right here.
Sounds good. Sponsor read.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Once your business is running smoothly on these tools, you must protect it. We need to talk about contract and legal checks next.
Reading 50 pages of a dense corporate contract is physically exhausting. It takes way too much time and uses intentionally hard legal words. The AI acts as a genuinely great first filter for this massive paperwork.
It finds the dangerous red flags and translates them into plain English. It checks the specific binding rules for milestone payments.
It looks closely for strict delivering deadlines. It also scans for massive early termination fees hiding in the fine print.
You find these hidden predatory rules before you even talk to a lawyer. You go into your legal meetings feeling highly prepared and strategically strong. Beat. So this doesn't actually replace my need for a human lawyer, right?
Definitely not. It just highlights the dangerous clauses, so your billable lawyer time is highly focused.
It pre-screens the contract so you spend less money on legal review.
Yeah, it protects your commercial rights while saving you a massive ton of time. If a specific rule is bad, the AI instantly suggests a much safer new version.
It is completely exhausting to set this core context up every single time. Like, how do we make the AI remember all of this company data permanently?
We use the projects feature for this exact problem. This is a dedicated workspace providing permanent memory for your specific files.
It is exactly like having an executive assistant who has worked with you for 5 years. There are three very simple structured steps to start using this memory. First, you create the digital project and name it after your company.
Second, you upload all of your core operational files. This includes your visual brand guide and your voice profile. It also includes your entire 2026 business plan.
Third, you use an initiation prompt, a starting command that aligns the AI with your specific goals. You ask the AI to read everything in the folder carefully.
Right, and you ask it to summarize your main business goals and desired tone. This ensures it actually understands your deep business secrets before you start working.
Wait, if I chat with it on Tuesday, does it remember that new context by Friday?
Actually, no. The memory is strictly static. You have to actively add new documents to update its core knowledge.
You strictly curate its memory by manually uploading new core files.
Yeah, it automatically checks those core files for every single new request. You never need to repeat your old business constraints or target audience questions again.
We are at the final, most advanced step right now. We are tying every single isolated skill we just discussed into one massive master system.
We are talking about building full automation systems. You are mentally moving from being a daily worker to being a systems architect. You are controlling a very smooth, fully integrated digital pipeline.
You design a continuous workflow using tools like Zapier and Canva. Zapier is a tool connecting different digital apps to automate repetitive internet tasks.
You can seamlessly automate 70% of a 4-hour daily content pipeline. You just have to think deeply about your biggest daily time wasters.
You read industry news, write a brief summary, and draft a social post. You design an image and post manually. The AI seamlessly connects all these isolated steps together.
But you should always start with the single most annoying step first. Don't try to build the whole machine in one single day.
What happens when one of those connected apps updates its API and breaks the automation chain?
You just paste the error code right into Claude. It writes the technical fix for you instantly.
The AI acts as your on-call engineer to fix broken automated workflows.
Exactly. It will always be there to help you fix the broken scripts immediately. Once the first annoying part is running safely on autopilot, you have creative energy for the rest.
Let's clearly recap the absolute big idea here. Claude is a highly adaptable, highly capable cognitive partner. It is not just a simple, polite chatbot anymore.
The real key to getting back 20+ hours a week is simple, ruthless focus. Please don't try to learn all 10 of these advanced skills at once. Pick the one specific skill that solves your biggest daily bottleneck right now.
We really want you to take immediate action today. Open the AI interface right now. Try building your personalized voice profile today.
See the massive difference in output quality for yourself immediately? It will fundamentally change how you view your daily operational work completely.
Try to master one new AI skill every single week. Here is a final, slightly philosophical thought for you to ponder. If an artificial intelligence can perfectly mimic your unique writing voice, if it can ruthlessly poke logical holes in your business strategy, if it can analyze your messy data in mere seconds, 2-sec silence, what is the absolute core human element of your work that only you can provide?
That is the real existential question we all have to answer now.
Think deeply about that question as you build your new digital systems. Until next time, take care. Otiro Music.